Hey guys, I hope that all of you are doing great. Well, seeing the price of the Bitcoin, I think not a lot of people are doing great. Well, as you can see the title of this particular video, at these point of times, anyone who is trying to make a bullish statement like massive buying opportunity and stuff literally start getting bashed upon. You can go and see the Twitter, all the bulls out there are getting all the abuses in the comment section. And this is the time. These abuses are one of the indicators why the massive buying opportunity. Now, I'm going to not just talk about the predictions that, okay, this is the bottom that we have found, we are going to go up from now. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I feel maybe this is a bottom, we might go up. Maybe there will be further downside. Maybe there will be a further significant downside. But in all of the scenarios, why this is a massive buying opportunities. In fact, a lot of channels will be covering that buying the opportunity, massive buying opportunity for the Bitcoin it is. And by default, definitely it's a massive buying opportunity for the Bitcoins, but nobody is even touching the altcoins. Why? Because the altcoin gets hammered. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you scenario by scenario what might happen and how you can utilize this the maximum advantage, whatever situation you might be in. So make sure you watch the video completely till the end. It will be something of benefit to you. First of all, we need to understand, we need to see the bigger picture, the macro picture. What is happening right now to the Bitcoin? Why the price is going really down? Number one, this particular year we had a war thrown at the entire market. We had the inflation numbers coming out high like insane, right? We have the Fed raising rates over and over subsequently, and the stock market, the Nasdaq is plummeting, is going like Netflix is down 70% this particular year itself. Just to give the example, Facebook is down, all the stocks are down, Nasdaq is down like crazy, SPX 500 is down like crazy. And when SPX 500 is down this much, like 14% this particular year itself, previously, like had it been 2018, 2017, 2016, when the Bitcoin was not that much got mainstream, like Bitcoin would have crashed 90% by now within this kind of scenario. Within all so much pressure happening from all scenarios, despite the fact we are at a very good price, like this shows the strength of the Bitcoin right now. But the point is, can we go further down? And what are the scenarios, like what will happen to the altcoins? Definitely we can go further down, and definitely it can last for a certain duration of time. The point is, the time of selling is not right now. Why I feel that? Because you've already taken, like some of the altcoins are like 90% down. Yes, it might go 90 to 95% down, but the time to be selling was in the relief rally. Like when the relief rally was happening, that's when you should have foreseen, or probably when the downfall was about to happen, that's when you should have foreseen and probably sold it. I'm talking about the daily chart. And then obviously you would have enjoyed, reap the fruit, and just you can watch like whether the market goes further down and then buy at the bottom, and then wait for the rebound and then buy at the top. But right now you've already taken the heating, you've already taken the beating. What's the point of selling it right now? What I'm talking about is the massive buying opportunity, not just the selling opportunity. Let me show you some of the indicators. Like this is one of the indicator. I've covered it on my channel, Bitcoin's Mayer multiple indicator. This shows like the average value right now. Like the average value throughout the history of Bitcoin had been 1.41, and it is like calculated based on the moving averages. So always it gets into the oversold zone and then overbought zone, oversold zone and then overbought zone. It keeps on fluctuating. Right now it is 0.70, and the average zone is 1.41. 91% of the time in the history of Bitcoin it has been above it. So right now we are seeing like a black swan weeks, not just even black swan weeks, the kind of pressure happening, or everything is plummeting down. So we can be assured of the fact that we are in the oversold zone. Market is behaving irrationally. Bitcoin is worth far more than this, but because everyone is selling, so much selling pressure and everything is happening, despite all the macro picture, Fidelity approving Bitcoin for the 401k, right? Bitcoin being like the miners are given loan hundreds of millions of dollars for the first time. You can buy, I mean, the houses are being bought on the Bitcoin. Banks are offering Bitcoin as the service. The major credit cards will be offering cashback rewards in the Bitcoin. I mean, so much of the things are being planned in the future. So what is happening right now? It is just the external macro environment that is happening. The stock market plummeting, the SPX 500. I mean, just try to see SP 500. Right now it is, I mean, 2.42% today itself. Now year to date, if you try to see, 16.12% down. That is like enormous. That is equivalent to recession. Right now we are almost onto the recession, onto the verge of recession. So when everything is in the oversold zone, the question that you need to ask yourself, what do you think? Are we, I mean, yes, we might further down. I mean, go down like to the extent, let me just show you the worst case scenario. Let's say, even for the sake of matter, we go down to $20,000. Right now, there is no guarantee for that. Probably we bounce from 29K, from 28K, from 30K, from here itself. You don't know, but let's say $20,000. Are you saying that it is going to remain there forever, or it is going to remain there for the next 5 years? Probably each of anyone who knows about the Bitcoin, you might just ask them, they will be like, long term, I mean, all the bears, long term, they're bullish. Eventually it is going to cross $100,000 mark, $500,000 mark, right? Eventually it is going to do that. But in the short term, everyone is bearish because the downfall might happen. So when are you waiting to buy? Are you waiting to buy when the Bitcoin reaches back to like 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, going to the all-time highs like 70,000, right? Are you planning to buy? And at that time when you will be buying, what you will be saying to yourself? You will be saying to yourself, oh my God, what if I would have bought during this crisis time? But some of the people might be like, this is a different crisis, like everyone is panicking. We might just go, I mean, it's like getting nuclear right now. That's what the panic is. That's what the blood on the street is. That's what the extreme fear is. That's where we have to utilize it. Now let me show you another chart from the history of Bitcoin, like from the RSI, not just the short-term picture. I'm going to show you the long-term picture. And then I'm going to come on to the altcoin, like which altcoin that you can buy, and then what are the possibilities. So over here, if you try to see, when was the daily RSI went below this particular level? And in the history of Bitcoin, like this is one of the indicator. When this is below, and this is below, and this is below, all three together, it doesn't happen very much. Like last, it might have happened in March 2020 when the big dip happened. I mean, this is almost like we are almost bottomed out for the time being. Maybe there is a further bottom, but you even get the relief bound. We are in a highly oversold zone. And whenever we touch the oversold zone, I mean, we happen to rally back. But let's say we come onto the weekly chart, not just the daily chart. What is the RSI right now? RSI is 35.44. So last time the RSI was 35.44 when we dropped down over here. Even in March of, even last year of May when the big fall happened, June, even at that time it was 40. Right now it is 35 something. In March of 2020, what was the RSI? 33. So we are almost 2 points away from March of 2020. That is like so much oversold zone that we are already in. Now let us try to see the monthly, even the bigger picture, the RSI. We are in the zone of 50.67. When was the last time this happened? Last time it happened in March of 2020, 50 point this. And previously when it happened, like in 2018, when the big drop later happened, like this is what the scenario of some of the people are saying, that even when the RSI is touching 50, we might even go further down, this downfall, and then this might happen. So this might happen over here as well. We might go down to, as I told you, 20,000, 25,000. Who cares? Eventually, I mean, these are the zones that you need to dollar cost average buy. I mean, yes, you might see your portfolio further down, but if somebody can guarantee me, okay, this is the bottom, like $24,000 bottom, I will wait for $24,000 to come. But nobody out there in the world can guarantee us that this is the exact bottom. Since nobody can guarantee us, what do? We dollar cost average, because right now it is in a much oversold territory. Now I'll come to the altcoin. Which altcoin I'm talking about? Like, if you actually believe in the strong fundamental, like this is one of the strongest fundamental right now, like even at this point, like it is at $6 to $7 billion market capitalization. Matic, it reached all-time high at $2.90. But I believe the true value of this particular coin is $10. Like the moment the bull run hits, we are going to go $10. And this is like this one of the strongest coin, the kind of utility it is providing, hundreds of millions of addresses being used and stuff. Right now, let's say you have like additional $5,000 kept with you. I'm talking about some of the worst case scenarios. Let's say you take out, because this is in the oversold zone, you say to yourself, like, first of all, you are not selling your portfolio. Why? Because this is already into the oversold zone. But let's say it further falls down, it goes to $25,000, $20,000. What should you do? You should just watch your portfolio plummet down and then wait for the getting back. You take this vow to yourself. If it, let's say, goes below $30,000, you are going to take that special cash that you have within, let's say 5,000. Do not put all together. You are going to dollar cost average. Let's say from 85 cents it goes down to 75 cents. I'm just talking about one of the possible scenario. You have put $1,000 and then further Bitcoin falls, it goes to 70,000. You'd put 70 cents, you go put another $1,000. Let's say to the extent it goes to, in the worst case scenario, 50 cents or even like 45 cents, let's say. And then you have dollar cost average down, average price of entry 60 cents, and right now Matic is lying at 40 cents. What are you expecting? Like, these are the worst case scenario. You're just 20% down, probably 30% down for the time being, but you are in a highly massively oversold territory. I'm talking about the worst case scenario. And even in the worst case scenario, the reversal is bound to come. When the reversal comes, immediately Matic is going to rebound to $1, $2, $3, right? And the massive bull run comes $10 plus. You are talking about, like, let's say average price $5,000 somebody have invested, and 60 cents you have bought it for. You would have got 9,000 Matic, right? When the big bull run comes, probably $10 Matic hits, you have converted $5,000 into $90,000. But let's say not just the big bull run, you have, when the market just recovers, Matic will be back above $1, $1.50. So you would have just, 250% your money. You would have made $12,500 out of $5,000. So these are the massive buying opportunities, but not into the shit coins, into the strong fundamental coin. These are, when the big bull run comes, remember, just try to remember back last year, what was happening. Like, we were expecting, okay, what if we just get a dip? Every dip we are buying, like, probably let's say Matic or any other coin, when it went to $2, we are buying $1.90, we were buying, right? But these are the buying opportunities, not those. At that time, you need to be thinking about the profit taking when the big bull run is happening. Right now, it's all bearish, market is behaving irrationally. You have to behave rationally. And I have showed you the worst possible scenario. The people are creating this unknown fear amongst the people that it is going to plummet, it is going to go. Yes, I'm saying it is going to plummet in the worst case scenario, but those are the opportunities. You dollar cost average further, reducing your cost of entry, and then you're waiting for the upside. The moment, it's like a rubber band, it goes to 40 cents. What do you expect? The Bitcoin just jumps 5%, 10%. It is going to come back to $1 immediately, and you are going to double your money immediately. And that too, when the big bull run comes, you are going to make that big sum of money. So utilize this as an opportunity, guys. And that is the reason I wanted to clear all the paths ahead of us. And again, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please ensure you hit the subscribe button, because this channel will be everything about how do we grow your finances. That's what the goal of this channel is, to provide financial freedom to all of our subscribers. Comment down below for what do you think, what do you feel about all that is happening out there in the market. What are your suggestions? What are your predictions? Smash the like button, and I would like to read all of you guys' comments. And till then, bye bye.